Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Emma Nurliana. Here I will explain the conceptual framework for accounting and financial reporting. Next, definition. The accounting conceptual framework is a set of guidelines and principles used as a basis for preparing and presenting financial reports. The aim is to ensure that the financial reports produced are understandable, relevant, and can be compared between one company and another. Next, the purpose of the conceptual framework. Following are some of the key objectives of this conceptual framework. 1. Guidelines for preparing financial reports. The conceptual framework provides clear guidelines for companies in preparing financial reports. It helps companies understand the basic principles to follow in measuring, recognizing, and reporting financial information. 2. Explaining the purpose of financial reports. This framework explains the main purpose of financial report, namely to provide relevant and useful information to stakeholders and other users. 3. Identification of financial statement element. The conceptual framework identifies the main element that must be present in financial statement, such as assets, liabilities, equity, income, and cost. This helps in the structure and systematic presentation of information. 4. Establishing basic accounting concepts. This framework outlines basic accounting concepts such as recognition, measurement, and reporting, which help in the consistent application of accounting principles. 5. Accounting decision-making guidelines. The conceptual framework provides important guidance in accounting decision-making, especially in situations that are governed by generally accepted accounting principles. 6. Promotion of consistency in reporting. With this framework, companies are encouraged to maintain consistency in the preparation of financial reports from year to year, making it easier to compare information between periods. Next, key element of the conceptual framework. 1. Assets. Assets are resources owned by an entity that are expected to provide economic benefits in the future. Assets can include cash, receivables, inventory, property, and equipment. 2. Liabilities. Liabilities are obligations that must be fulfilled by entity to other parties. This includes short-term and long-term debt, as well as other liabilities arising from business transactions. 3. Equity. Equity is the difference between total assets and total liabilities. It reflects the owner's right to the entity's assets after deducting liabilities. Equity also includes owner investment and retained earnings. 4. Income. Revenue is the economic inflow that an entity obtains from its operational activities, such as the sale of goods or services. Revenue is recognized when transactions that generate cash flow occur. 5. Load. Expenses are expenses that occur in the process of generating income. This includes operational costs, production costs, and all other expenses necessary to run the business. 6. Profit loss. Profit or loss is the difference between income and expenses during a certain period. It shows the financial performance of an entity in generating profit from its operation. 7. Recognition and measurement. Recognition is the process of recognizing the existence and impact of transaction or event in financial statement. Measurement is the determination of appropriate amounts for financial statement element using either historical cost or fair value. 8. Serving. Presentation of information in financial reports must be done in a way that is clear and easy for users to understand. This includes the use of consistent formatting and disclosure of relevant information. This conceptual framework helps ensuring the financial reports are prepared in a consistent, transparent, and comparable manner across periods and between entities, thus providing useful information for stakeholders in decision making. Next, implementation and benefits of the conceptual framework. The implementation and benefit of a conceptual framework of accounting and financial reporting have a significant impact in improving the quality of financial reports and decision making. The following is summary of the implementation and benefits. Implementation of the conceptual framework. 1. Development of accounting policies. 2. Preparation of financial reports. 3. Training and education. 4. Development of accounting standard. Benefits of a conceptual framework. 1. Improving the quality financial report. 2. Better decision making. 3. Higher transparency. 4. Stakeholder protection. 5. Consistency in reporting. 6. Adaptation to change. Next, conclusion. Conceptual framework assists companies in developing consistent accounting policies, as well as providing guidance in the recognition and measurement of complex transactions. It also serves as basis for development of more detailed accounting standards, as well as assisting all stakeholders in better understanding financial information. Okay, maybe that's all I can explain more or less. I apologize. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.